Hey, what's going on, guys? Iconic Justin from Iconic Records. In this episode, we're going to be digging deeper into the Iconic arcade, so stick around. You're not going to want to miss it. Episode 7 of On the Record is coming up next. Alright guys, so if you've been following our content, you know that we've been building up our arcade. This right here is our hallway to our back entrance, which is awesome. We have a huge parking lot. That's where we do, sometimes we have live music, we have our food truck outside. So when you come in the back door, head to this way. We're going to enter in the Iconic arcade. So right now we have 6 games lined up with Commando, Rastan, Centipede, Space Invaders Multicade, the Pandora's Box, and Carnevil. You know, this has always been kind of a dream of mine when we opened up this shop in 2008. We always wanted to have a place for people to come and have entertainment. And it just made sense, you know, to kind of have a place where you can come in and drop a few quarters and hang out. And it's a weird world that we live in now. But what we're doing is trying to get this, you know, this culture and this environment where you can come in and hang out and interact with real people. And so I want to show you guys a few of the games that we got. Right here we have Commando. This one is just an absolute classic from Data East. This one came out in 1982, or I'm sorry, 1985. And it's just crazy. I mean, look at the way this thing was made with, you know, with the bezel here, and the way this was like advertised to kids. It just blows my mind. But I'm going to show you guys real quick some gameplay. This one here is just your classic army shooter. This is actually the first of its kind. It's the run and gun genre, and so many other games came out after this one, and like this was the pioneer. I'm going to try to get through the first level real quick. I want to show you guys something. So in this game, you take on the entire army as one man, and I believe there's 7 or 8 levels. It's very difficult. When you first start playing, you might die right away, but it's one of those games that after some practice, it's really a lot of fun. And I'll show you guys at the end what happens. So right now you have your machine gun. You also have grenades. This right here is you just picked up some grenades. And the key to this game is just keep moving forward. You know, don't worry about what's going on. Just keep moving forward and keep the shots coming. So now we're in an ambush. There's everybody's coming in from the top here, and we just got to survive. All right, so we just made it to the first level, and look at this. Just classic Americana. The guy smoking a cigarette. I mean, it's just like I said, you don't get that these days. So yeah, that's Commando in a nutshell. Right now I'm going to show you guys Rastan. This one is a very Conan the Barbarian themed game with the warrior fighting the dragons and the bats and all that. So we're going to drop a quarter. We're going to show you guys. This was a classic 1987. Which was interesting about this game is that by the late 80s, the arcades were, you know, they were getting kind of, you know, I don't know what the right word is, but pretty much this game came out in a kit. It was made sense for the operators to use an existing cabinet that wasn't making as much money as it once did and kind of convert it. So this game actually never had its own dedicated cabinet. And you can see the 8-bit graphics. It's really, you know, remnants of an early Sega Genesis game. And this one actually came out on the very first Sega Genesis, or the Sega Master System, which is before the Sega Genesis. And this is just an awesome game. Great graphics. The rendering of the background was just, you know, really stellar for the time. And the soundtrack was just awesome too. So yeah, it's your platform beat 'em up, hack and slash, it's called. And so yeah, stop in and check out Rastan. Alright, so I want to just quick touch on this one here, Centipede. You know, no introduction needed. Everybody knows Centipede. Maybe you don't know about Centipede, but you definitely should. First game with the roller ball from Atari. This one here is a classic Space Invaders style cabinet with 48 games in one. Has everything from Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, all the classics. And then this one right here, 815 games. It's your Pandora's Box 4S Plus. And it has all the beat 'em up games from Captain Commando, Cadillac and Dinosaurs, Simpsons, X Man, lots of good stuff. But this one here, this is our newest game. I want to show you guys here. Carnevil. This is an awesome, awesome shooter. This one is actually the big 39-inch extended cabinet. So we're going to show you guys real quick. This came out in late 1998. I believe it was Halloween of 1998 when it was released. And it's just unlike anything that I've ever seen. Hopefully it's something that you guys are going to enjoy. Alright, so we're going to be going to the Freak Show. I'm going to show you guys some of the bosses here. There's some killer flies at us right now. And I don't know what they were thinking when they made this game. This game has just got some crazy. You gotta see, watch. All right, so here we have a two-headed guy attached at the waist. Pretty twisted. We've actually had 2 people complete the whole game. When we have live music here, the arcade is usually filled, and there's a lot of people, inside, outside, coming and hanging out. And the arcade is definitely a place where people come and hang out. And this game has 3 levels. You have the Freak Show, which is this one, Rickety Town, which is a Christmas-themed theme park. And then you have the Haunted House. If you complete all 3 levels, you get to enter the Big Top, which is like the last and 4th and final level, where you fight the boss, Ludwig von Tokentaker. And so yeah, if you don't know Carnevil, you can stop in and check it out. Definitely a good time. And that's about it for this one. Alright guys, and that just about does it for today's episode. Again, if you are in an area where you don't have a record store, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Obviously you're watching the YouTube channel. And if you see something you like, let us know. We want to be your record store. We want to help you build your record collection. So, thanks for following along and thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.